Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm ZeldaMaster, and in this one we're going to continue the city in the sky. And here we are in a room with a really strong current. It's actually nice. I love how Link's hat is just flying up. It looks really cool. Okay, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to help the Oka people with the dragon that's flying all around, as well as get the final piece of the Mirror of Twilight. So let's start off by yanking this switch down, and we're gonna need our iron boots, of course, because the current is just so strong that Link's body weight isn't strong enough to pull it down. But the iron boots, yeah, it's pretty heavy, and you'll see later on how heavy it really is. Actually, I'm gonna take them off right now and jump down, and something pretty cool is gonna happen where you see, yeah, the animation of Link falling with iron boots. I'm assuming the game intended for you not to take them off immediately, so that's why it looked like Link's landing was really harsh. And I don't know why I'm observing something so dumb, but whatever. Either way, we have our clawshot out, and we're gonna fight an Aeros. This here is not that hard. It's actually crazy how this is considered a mini-boss for this temple, because it's actually pretty basic. So yeah, let's get started. Here we go. I mean, this will be different than the ones we'll take on later on, because they'll become normal enemies, so it has an extra phase to it, but don't worry, it's still really easy. So you want to start off by yanking it down and then going ham on attacking it. Alright, shield. Aw, come on, I was really hoping I could block its attacks. But either way, I want to go ahead and do a shield bash, helm splinter, and then how come I can't land my great spins for some reason? Well, I guess I wouldn't have great spins because I don't have full HP anymore. But either way, this is a pretty easy boss, so let's just go ahead and wait for it to start guarding with its shield once more. And when it does that, it's going to charge into you, so that's when you want to grab it. That's pretty much your best chance to grab it. So that's pretty much my reason behind it. Let's go ahead and end off with the helm splinter, and then there we go. I knew I was going to make it to the second phase with that last attack. So yeah, now it's time for the second phase, which is pretty basic. Is he here? Oh, he was here. Okay, either way I blocked. Oh, okay. Either way I blocked his attack. But you want to wait for him to come by, and then he's going to start doing exactly what he does earlier. And you can still avoid it, but I did not mean to do that. Alright, so don't worry. It's still pretty easy. I don't know why I'm actually messing up here, but let's go ahead and yank him down and then attack him, and we're just going to be doing the same thing. But, you know, instead he flies up for a bit and tries to trick us, but overall it's pretty easy. Okay, I thought for some reason I was going to fall in that hole I have right here that I opened myself, but no, we're good. Okay, so flying around the different entrances, trying to trick us, but it's fine. We got him. Let's go ahead and yank him back to us and give him a beating. There we go. Now he has been defeated. So yeah, it took a bit, but overall, pretty easy boss. And I love how they drop their items, yet we can't take them. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, I love when Link does that on his own. You know, I don't have to go out of my way to do it, but alright, the music returns, which is really nice, actually. Even though I was, like, kind of, you know, not necessarily hating, but I didn't really appreciate the music as much in the last video, but I still like it. It's just, I compare it to other songs within the game, and I usually think, you know, they're slightly better, but I wonder if you can hookshot up here just for fun. That would have been cool. But either way, here is the chest. What is inside this chest, my friends? Well, it's the item of the dungeon, and that is another clawshot. So yeah, combined with that, you have the double clawshot, and I love this item. So you may say, oh, okay, well, talk about one generic item. We got this from the Lakebed Temple, and now we get it in the city in the sky. Like, come on, that's not really that unique, but it is. In my opinion, there we go. Wow, I don't know why I completely spaced out there. Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's actually really unique, because look at this. We hookshot from area to area, which completely changes how the hookshot ever worked, or the clawshot, or whatever in any Zelda game. Like, it makes it way more unique, in my opinion. And it's way more fun, because I feel like Spider-Man just clawshotting from one area to another. Like, I actually really like it. See, I can clawshot, and then I can clawshot once more, and so on and so forth. So yeah, like this, and it's so awesome. But enough messing around with this, and we're gonna pretty much use this throughout the temple to solve everything else, and it's gonna be really easy now that we do have the double clawshot. But yeah, it's actually one of my favorite items within the game. because I actually really like what Twilight Princess did entirely compared to any Zelda game. Like, all of the items are really unique and different, in my opinion. Like, you know, we were given a spinner, a ball and chain, double clawshot. Like, Nintendo really went outside of the box and didn't do the exact same things like you usually do, like they usually do in Zelda games, which I actually really like. So, yeah. That's, you know, one of the main reasons and why this is my favorite game to date. But I mean, who knows? Zelda Wii U might throw this game out of the park, you know. Who knows? But yeah, now we opened up that door, and it was only open for a short period. I mean, the second we got off the Switch, it was closing. But now that we're inside here, let's go ahead and continue on. Now that we're holding 2 claw shots, it looks so cool to see Link have them both on. And I actually like the concept a lot of the claw shot. And here is we're actually going to use it in action. So yeah, claw from one area and just hold on to L, because while Z targeting like this, you can easily jump from one to another without the thing falling, because these things do fall. As you can see, very slowly they will fall, and then you will fall as well, and you don't want that to happen. But if you do fall, nothing really happens. Like, it's just you respawn back at the door, so it's not much of an issue. What would have been funny is if you fell back into like Hylia and then had to play through the whole dungeon again. I wouldn't, I mean, no, okay, that'd be really annoying and super tedious, and I can see a lot of people really hating this temple for that reason. But I mean, I only fell once or twice that I can remember, you know, so to me I feel like it wouldn't be as bad, because if you are careful, then, you know, it will happen, but really rarely. Either way, let's go ahead and kill these Deku Serpents. I could be using my, oh, there we go, okay. I could be using my Hawk Eyes along with my bow and arrow, but I don't know, I'm so used to, like, not using it in, like, other Zelda games that I just can't get used to it. Like, I can't just randomly like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and take out this and try to snipe people. Because it would have also been helpful in, like, the hidden village or just in any area where I need to snipe off enemies, because it is pretty good when it comes to, like, targeting on enemies. But I don't know, I'm so used to not using it that I can never get myself to use it. And, I mean, the bow still works fine, so whatever. If anything, it's just more time-consuming. Unless I keep missing, so never mind. I'm kind of contradicting myself here, but hey, who cares? Alright, so now we're back into the main room here, but this time with a double claw shot. So you know what that means? We can head back to the very first room we entered, where we obtained the small key, and then the bridge was broken behind us. But even if the bridge is broken, I'm sure you remember the pea hats that were flying right above the bridge. And yes, since we do have the double claw shot, we're going to make use of them and claw shot from one pea hat to another, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and, okay, well, let's not get pushed. This is a really awkward angle. Okay, whoa, I did not mean to get that upskirt shot of Link. Like, that's actually really funny. Okay, well, I didn't mean to do this either. Don't fall, Link. You got this? Alright. Anyways, I blame the wind entirely for that, guys. It was not my fault. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on now and see what else awaits within this temple. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward in my opinion. I mean, I don't know, at least I never really had much trouble within this temple, like even the first time I ever played it. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I get a lot of people who actually do hate this temple. Like, I've been told that this temple really sucks. And I can agree in the sense that maybe it's not as fun or not as exciting, but to me it's pretty straightforward. Like, the pathways are pretty self-explanatory. Like, once you get the claw shot, you head back here, and now as you can see, I'm doing so much more with it. Like, it's just way more obvious and where you need to go and where you need a hook shot too. So, and I keep saying hook shot. You know, if you haven't played another Zelda game and you're wondering what I mean, it's because the item just like this is called a hook shot in like every other Zelda game, so that's my issue usually. But perfect. Yeah. And I was gonna kill this guy. Oh, come on! I knew by doing that it was literally gonna happen, but I don't care. Anyways, another one bites the dust. Oh yeah. All right. See what's inside this chest. Some arrows, which is useful because we can kill more Deku Serpents with them. But now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and hook shot my way over here. to continue on and head inside this area. I believe behind us we'll find some more jars. I don't know why, I just feel like I need to break them. And also chew jelly blobs, but they're completely useless. Let's see what's underneath us. We can easily jump without worrying about falling into nothingness. And then from here we have more of these guys. Let's just kill them quickly. There we go, one down. And wow, I am so bad at this. I'm not actually trying though. Like, I just felt like I was gonna get it by randomly spamming. And you can see the shadows of the blobs. What the heck, they morphed? That's so weird. Yeah, the shadows are pretty buggy within this game. Then again, there's a lot of buggy things within this game. Like, there's a lot of graphical glitches that happen within this HD remake specifically, especially with resolution, like, differences, which I noticed a lot as well. But no, we don't want to head back here. We actually want to hookshot like this first, and then hookshot here on this switch. I believe one more time up here. Actually, no, we have to do this, and then one more time to actual land. There we go. Now we're safe, and there's also a chest we can pick up. Let's go ahead and see what's inside this one. And it's a Oko stamp. Okay, well, not bad, I guess. I don't know. There's actually another chest over here. You can easily see on the... No, why did I do that? Okay, luckily he didn't throw me all the way down. I happened to jump on the tile it was on, which was really dumb on my part. But yeah, there's a chest here I want to quickly grab before I continue on. And it's some bombs, a lot of useless chests, but whatever. Might as well pick them up. I mean, what's more important is stamps like that Oka stamp. Or the, was it an Oku stamp? I believe it was literally the Oku, so yeah. But either way, stamps like that or anything else. Please tell me I can find some hearts. Dang it, okay. We fought this before in the Forest Temple, and it's actually really easy to kill. Just like before, you just stand in a good position to where you can't get hit by it. Because if you try to fight it with these Deku Serpents that's trying to attack me right now, but the game won't let it, ooh, another one bites the dust. Yeah, okay. I had to do that. Sorry. But as I was saying, if you try to fight it with the Deku Serpents, it gets really annoying. So that's why I like to keep my distance, kill it off first before I do anything else. And let's just make sure this guy's completely dead before we continue on. It's nice to see that this enemy has returned to begin with. But, alright, you need to die. Okay, it's dead. Nice. Let's go ahead and now hookshot up here. And as you can tell, it's on one of these. So it's going to start falling the second we hookshot to it. So we got to quickly reposition and find another area to clawshot to. Not hookshot. Keep saying hook. I guess you are hooking yourself to it, so whatever. I don't know why I constantly try to correct myself. And then contradict myself by saying I'm right. But I was hoping I could do that so you could just fall down. Bye! There we go. And it's actually guarding a chest, which is not really that useful, but hey, some more rupees. Yeah, why not? I'm more so wanting to collect the main chests, but okay, well, no. Okay, thank God the keys actually missed. Let's go ahead and be careful there. I don't want to fall and pick up some arrows. All right, that's kind of helpful, even though I have a full stack. Let's kill this. Let's kill that. Let's kill this. Hopefully that make it to me. There are also two keys over there that I killed in one hit. Oh yeah. Talk about professional. That's all I'm about. Alright, so over here actually is a pretty valuable chest that we do not want to forget about. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. And all you need to do is just, yeah, grab onto the ledge. It looks risky, but Link, he has the upper body strength for this. You know, he can easily use his hands and only his hands to slowly shimmy across. And oh my God, that was terrifying. But there we go. Another one bites the dust. Alright, we can chill on that because like every Deku Serpent will let us do that technique, so maybe I should chill. But we got ourselves a piece of heart, which isn't bad at all. That's one, I believe, out of two that are located within this temple. So we're going to try to get the other one as well, of course, and anything else that we could be getting. So yeah, but let's just go ahead and slowly make our way back here. Be careful. I love how you can hear Link's like hands, like the sound effects of him when he's like slowly moving across. But I believe, yeah, this is where we need a hookshot onto. So let's go ahead and do that. don't worry, if I go ahead and Z target, or L target, I guess. I keep saying Z targeting because previous Zelda games, I can make it, and then, yeah, claw shot onto the vines, and now we are good. So now we'll find ourselves in the center of the room, but on the very top, where there should be a armored, I can't speak, Lizolfo. It's gonna move down and, bang! Oh, come on. Really hoping I had it. Let's go and try to do a Helm Splinter. Nope. Okay, there we go. Helm Splinter and to a Great Spin, but we don't even have the HP for a Great Spin, so that'd be completely useless. Either way, I'm going to kill this guy because I want to, and I love doing the Shield Bash into a Helm Splinter because it's the most... To me, it's a pretty useful tactic, but I also like this one, but I guess sometimes it's hard to execute. So let me try again. Ah, there we go, and he's dead. If you get anyone with the Mortal Draw, they're most likely dead because it's such a strong attack, and it does so much damage that literally one hit, but you have to actually hit it, and on enemies that have shields, they're kind of hard to execute because they can easily block it, and that's why I feel like getting in a position where you're not targeting the enemy and then doing it is pretty easy. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Well, you guys to get tired of that before we actually end off this Let's Play. That's honestly my goal, and actually there's some jars, so screw it. Let's just go ahead and see what's inside. There's some rupees. I could always use some more, you know. But let's go ahead and hook on here. I love how you can hear the Okas speaking, but there we go. Okay, perfect timing. See if I can make it to this one. Come on! Nice, and quickly drop down. Nice. Okay. Deku Serpent here. Kill it. Is it still alive? I think it's dead. Yeah, okay, it's dead. There's a chest that's hiding from us here. Let me pick it up and see what's in it. Okay, more rupees. I don't mind the crazy amount of rupees, but it is a crazy amount. So, yeah, okay. Where is that pea hat? Is it coming? Because there are going to be pea hats moving all around, and you got to just, you know, time yourself. Actually, can I hookshot from here to there? That'd be so nice if the game let me to. Maybe if I can, like, kind of manipulate the game in a sense. No, I can't. I for some reason thought I was going to be able to do that, but no, it's fine. Let's go ahead and do it here. Ah! Perfect. And there is, yes, a postal here, which we definitely do not want to miss. You never want to forget a postal in a temple, because then it would be really aggravating to come back to and pick up. I mean, yeah, I would never want to backtrack through a temple for something like this. But yeah, that's one postal out of 2 that are located here. And I believe we currently had 55, so now we have 56. So by the end of this temple, we'll have 57. And we also got the Hylian letter G, which isn't bad, but yeah, we'll have 57, and I mean, that's actually really good because there are a total of 60, so there'd be 3 left after this temple. Let me double check and see if I'm actually right though. Wait, I won't let me actually. I can't pause while I'm in this position, and I'm gonna be in this position for quite a bit. So yeah, actually no, I can pause when I don't have my hook shot out. So I just want to hook shot on to this. Come on. The game will let me target on it when I'm close enough. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you do have 56. Okay, I don't even know why I was checking. Like, this is 100% Let's Play, so clearly I would have my facts checked. Right? I mean, I guess. So, yeah, I just wanted to double check, though. But either way, yeah, I'll just slowly make it. I mainly checked for you guys. Oh, God, I did not mean to do that. I mainly checked for you guys. That was honestly the main reason, and I fell off and I have to redo all of this right now. I can't believe that happened. That was so dumb. Oh God. Okay, it's fine. It doesn't take that long to reach one area to another, so let's just be patient, wait for the pea hat to appear. Actually, let me kind of move a little further back so I don't have to wait too long. And there it is. So the second it gets close enough for me to hookshot to, I will do just that. Come on. It's taking too long. Are you serious? I'm seriously not close enough yet. Jump down. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, because I want to jump down before it decided to reposition itself. And once again, perfect. Okay, now we're back. Let's not screw this up this time, because this is actually not hard at all. All you need to do is you need to make sure you lower yourself. What the heck, Link? Why'd you target on the wrong thing? Now I do have to wait again. And I didn't mean to do that either. Okay, well, yeah, the game is just being awesome for me right now. But you can actually see the dragon, the armored dragon, flying in the background when you're outside, which is kind of cool. I mean, I do think that's actually a really interesting feature to have. But alright, now let's keep ourselves well put here, because, you know, you can adjust how much of the chain you want of the hookshot until you're low enough to where it won't let you go any lower. And wow, it gets pretty low, so let me be careful, because I don't want to clip onto the floor. But okay, so let me be patient this time. And we're good. I don't want to fight any of those enemies. I don't see a point, and you can easily avoid them all. So this one, you're kind of given a lot of freedom to go as low as you want to. But here, it reminds me of that, like the Nickelodeon game where you're supposed to like fit into the cutout of your body. That's what it reminds me of for some reason. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. So will Link fit? Yes, he will, with ease, because it was much bigger. It wasn't literally a cutout of Link. If it was, then I would have to be really accurate with how I position myself. But either way, don't get off just yet, because there is a chest though, so I need to get it. I didn't want to be as patient, but I mean, I gotta get it. We can't skip any chests, guys. You know me. We're 100%ing the game, even though there were useless bombs. I don't care. I actually don't. We're gonna be patient, and we're gonna wait for this P-hat to come back. And let me make sure I'm low enough to where I don't fall. There we go. Now we'll just wait it out. Okay. Patience is virtue, guys, right? That's how I see it. So I'm just gonna take my time. And I mean, if anything, it was worth it, because yeah, I didn't want to actually skip out on a chest. And I know that sounds dumb, but that's just how I do it. Even though it is like, because there are a lot of chests within this game that are completely useless, like bombs like that. But I don't really care too much for it. I mean, I feel like I still have to go out of my way to get them. So yeah, but all right, now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and drop down and continue on and see what else awaits. So we still have a little more of the temple ahead of us, even though this temple is a bit longer than most, I guess. I don't really feel more so that, but I feel like the second half of the temple, like after getting the double clawshot, you do a lot of puzzles with the double clawshot. Like the game doesn't want you to do too much without it. And the way I like split temples is the first half is without the temple's item, and the second half is with it. And I feel like it's a lot different with this temple, because it's like the first quarter without the temple item, and the rest of the temple's with the item. And to me, that changes it up a lot more. But I do like it more like that, because it makes us use it more often. And here, we'll actually get ourselves a chest. This can easily be forgotten, because you don't have to backtrack like this. And this will actually give you a piece of heart. So there we go. We're done with collecting pieces of heart within the temple, because there are 2 in every single temple, and we got the 2 in this one. So yeah, we're good. But we still have, I believe, 1 more postal, and I think another stamp. There are like 3 stamps in this. I actually don't know how many there are in each temple. I think it's actually random. Like, there isn't a specific amount for each temple. It's just they threw them in. And the thing is, this is my first time beating Twilight Princess HD, so I haven't really got a chance to memorize and know exactly what stamp is what and what does what. But either way, I'm collecting them all, so you don't have to worry, because I'm getting every chest there is within the game. So yeah, we can't miss a stamp. But okay, so there's a enemy here. I don't really see the point in fighting him at the moment. I actually just want to continue on with my okay, you know what, screw it. No, Link, stop rolling. There we go. All right, put your sword back in. Not that. Okay, another one bites the dust, even though that's not what I was trying to do. Okay, and yeah, use your tail, use this, that. Let's go ahead and bam. Okay, perfect. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. So those mortal draws are just so useful, and that's why I love using them. But where is it? There should be a patch of vines over here. Yes, that we can easily hookshot onto, and also some cargo rocks. Let's just kill them. I don't want him to annoy me later on. Can I hit this? There we go. Alright. But yeah, let's go ahead and hookshot. Reposition myself. Hookshot up here. To continue on, and I believe we're going to get the next Poe right up ahead. But let me kill off this cargo rack as well and see if there's... Is there another one? I'm not too sure. No, I think we're good. Okay, we killed them all. Nice. Alright. So to get on these tight ropes, you have to use Wolf Link, because Wolf Link is... the only one that will let you. For some reason, normal Link, they won't let you do it, nor will Link even try to balance himself. He just immediately falls. Like, there's no animation for it, so you have to be Wolf Link, which is cool, though, you know, to utilize Wolf Link once every here and there in specific temples and have him become useful. Don't do that. Okay, so I feel like that happens to me all the time. If I have the analog stick already moving towards one direction, Link will just start moving a different direction. Like, it glitches out. It's kind of like when the camera angle changes and you're, like, let's say walking backwards because the camera angle changed, and then you quickly hit L and you're still walking backwards by pressing down, but it's actually forwards, if that makes sense. It's just like small controller issues, but I mean, like, it's not really as buggy because I've played games where it's so bad that yeah, it's just unmanageable. But no, this game is not bad at all, of course. I mean, all Nintendo games have really good controls to them, at least in my opinion. And you want to be really careful when killing this Poe because yeah, another Poe for the soul. Nice, but that's not the point. You can fall off on accident because Link does a pretty giant leap if you try to do the thing I did. And we got the Hylian letter Z here, and I believe that's the last of the stamps within this temple, so that's good. Now I could, actually, why am I tight roping back? Because either way I'm going to have to make my way quite a ways back. So let's just jump down and then make our way here. There we go. Okay. But as I was saying, yeah, it's, I forgot what I was saying. I actually did for some reason. I have no idea why I'm spacing out so often. But either way, it doesn't matter, because, oh yeah, the stamps. Pretty sure we've gotten all the stamps. That's what I was trying to say, but yeah, I'm trying to tightrope my way back because we're heading to a different direction, because that one got us to Postal and the stamp. But here, it will take us to the next area. And I love how you can hear the Oka doing those weird sound effects in the background. I think it's unique, but at the same time, like I said, it's just so eerie and weird that it doesn't fit. I kind of wish they removed that and had more an upbeat song to this temple, because I feel like it would have fit. Like, this is a city in the sky. I don't know why. I just imagine it being much more exciting in a sense, because this temple, like I said, is not as exciting as I imagined it. But since there is a heavy current of wind from the fan, we have to use our iron boots to close it. And then let's take them off, open up this chest really quickly, and I'm sure you can tell by the chest, yes, it is going to be the big key, because it's a black chest, and you know, it looks just like the key, which I really like. It even has that red eye in the center. It's such a badass looking chest. Let's ignore these guys, jump down here, and then make our way around, because there is another chest located here. Nothing too important though, you know, some more rupees, but still worth obviously getting. And then what I want to do is I want to hook shot like this on to like the vents, I guess, of the fan. And maybe I hook shot it in the wrong direction because I want to be somewhere else. Let's go ahead and reposition myself. I want to be in this direction, so let's hook shot like this. Then lower ourselves back into the main room in between the fans. And then from there you can hit the chandelier. That's the only way you can actually reach it. And let's say you happen to fall down. Don't worry, you don't have to actually backtrack all the way to that room, because I'm sure that might be an issue for some people, like falling down without pulling that chandelier switch to activate the fan in the center. By activating the fan in the center room becomes relevant, and that's why I never went inside the center room, because it was irrelevant, because we couldn't do anything because the fan wasn't blowing, of course. But yeah, there are some vines up here if you want to make your way back to the room, and since the fan's, you know, not working anymore, you can. And to reach it, you just hook shot on top of this pillar that's broken, and then from there to there. So yeah, I thought I'd just show that off just in case someone's like, oh, I fell back, do I really have to backtrack or something? Because I feel like that's something I would come across. So yeah, but either way, we are done with that. And this here reminds me a lot of the Forest Temple, with you going in and out of the temple, and just the overall design of it. And I don't want to hook shot here first, actually. I want to hook shot like this. Come on, can I make it? Nope. Okay, well, it's too late. That was dumb on my part. But like I said, patience. You have to have a lot of patience within this temple, because you're just kind of like waiting things out from time to time. So there we go. Now I can, okay, now I can hook shot. And all we're going to be doing is we're going to be riding each giant fan one to another as they are being blown by the giant fan we just activated. So there we go. Go ahead and hookshot onto this. And then just be patient as we make our way to the other side, and so on and so forth. If you fall, then that sucks for you. Hopefully no Kargarok does screw us over. And some of these are only one-sided. Please don't come towards me. I can hear the enemy music, and I know it wants a taste of me, but I'm not gonna give in, or I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. Hopefully the game doesn't have Kargaroks attacking you when you're in this awkward position, because that would be really dumb. But there we go. Now we've made it, but instead of falling, I want to make my way over here, because, wait, can I hookshot? There we go. Because there's a chest, yes. A hidden chest behind one of the broken fans here, and this will give us 50 rupees. Cool. Kinda. Alright, so I think we're good with chests. I think we got everything we need to get. Now all that's left is the boss, and it's gonna be at the very top. But we're at the very bottom, sadly. Thing is, in this room, we're gonna have to scale to the very top, and here it shows you. Yeah, we got quite a ways up, but it doesn't take that long, so don't worry. We'll make it there pretty quickly. But before we decide to do that, we gotta battle against, yes, the arrow foes. Okay, so let's see which one is gonna start its thing first. See, that's the problem. You have to, like, they take turns, and I don't know, it's just overall pretty dumb how this works, like fighting two at a time. I don't think, for me, it's not fun. See, there you go, because that happens. And I want to kind of like focus one down at a time, but whatever. I have to like be careful. Hopefully I can kill him. No, he's gonna fly again. Alright, let's go ahead and, pretty sure you want to start shooting. Yeah, okay. The other guy's most likely gonna attack me if I'm not paying attention, so I'm just gonna try rolling. Can I roll? Ah, perfect. Okay, so I was able to avoid his attack. I was able to get a helm splinter on this one and send him back flying, and now I'm able to hookshot onto this guy because he's gonna take it out. And then let's kill him right now. Perfect. Now let's kill this one. Okay, this is not hard at all. This is actually going much easier than earlier when I took on the mini boss, which is just one. But there we go. We killed them both. Sadly, I mean, they still, none of them bit the dust. Sadly, yeah, they didn't. Because they could not do that animation, which is upsetting. But let's go to a hook shot like this, and there's going to be a switch on the opposite side of us to hit, and that will start blowing the fan, I believe, over here. No, not really. I guess it just starts these, it has these giant things start to rotate. So, once again, we're just going to have to hook shot from one thing to another. If the game will let me. This is kind of awkward. Come on. Perfect. Okay, I guess it didn't give me the, it didn't indicate that I could do it, but I can. Either way, let's just be patient here and make our way up, because we're almost there now. There's really not much left, so I believe the next thing I need to hook shot onto would be the one in front of me here. Yep, okay. Obviously, hopefully, I get a indicator that I'm close enough. I guess not. Oh, there we go. It's doing it now. Yeah, the yellow target thing really helps at times, but I watch it. Oh, yeah, it still works. Alright, so sometimes it doesn't appear. I don't know if that's like a graphical glitch or what, but I mean, it looked like I was in range, and I was in range, so I was able to do it pretty easily, so we're good. And I can hear, yep, the jelly blobs falling. I'm gonna ignore them though. Let's go ahead and hook shot on to this one. It's not gonna be too hard. Perfect. And then we are done once we hit the switch. Okay, there we go. That wasn't hard at all, actually. For some reason, I thought this was gonna be, you know, something more difficult to deal with, like this temple, because you have to be patient, and sometimes I'm not really that patient when it comes to stuff like this, but we did it, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty patient when it comes to video games, but I'm also really stubborn, so if I do fail, I'm just gonna keep going at it without really trying to change my, you know, way of doing it, which is sad, because I sometimes I get like stuck on something and I feel like, you know, whatever strategy I have is the same, but it doesn't really work for this game, because I mean, I played this game like 100 times. Either way, we are done, and next time we're gonna be taking on the boss of the sky, the city in the sky. I was gonna say Skyview Temple. That's the wrong game. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and catch me next time as we take on the boss. Here we go.